Hey everybody, happy Thursday, May 17th. Taryn, Traveling Trainer, here with you for your GoTarryn TV show, and thanks for tuning in. Yesterday's call was really cool for those of you that were here for that voice interaction. We had somebody call in to the show, and it was so popular that I actually received several other callers call in with some questions, so very, very cool and excited to do that. As a matter of fact, we got another one for you today here in just a second. So just wanted to go ahead first of all and remind people that I'm going to be gone this weekend, heading out of town, and then following weekend as well. I'm going to be headed out of town, so please make sure to put those dates. If you have a session scheduled with me on your calendar for the weekend of the 18th and the 25th, Taryn Traveling Trainer will be out of town the next 2 weekends. So let's get into today's show right now. We've got a caller here, and his name is David Smith from Leeds, England. And he actually, it looks like, is aspiring to be a personal trainer. Just looks like he just started up as a trainer, and I think he had a question. So I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to David right now and let him ask his question. Here goes.
Yes, hi. Cheerio, Taryn the Traveling Trainer. This is Davey Smith. I'm calling all the way from Leeds, England. And I gotta say, I watch this show religiously. I really like to watch it because I'm a personal trainer myself. I just got into it trying to be a personal trainer like you. And I really enjoy watching your video blogs. I get a lot out of it. But I really needed some help here on something. Maybe you can help me out. You know, I've been training some clients, and sometimes they tend to tell me that they're not going to make it, and it's like bloody hell, you know. I wait all the time for them, and they cancel them at the last minute and stuff, and I'm just getting tired of it. I'm sick of it. But, I don't want to lose my clients, so I don't really enforce the 24-hour cancellation policy on them, although I'd like to. It's just bollocks that they cancel on me. So I just wanted to get your advice, what you think. You know, some of these clients, they give me these excuses like, oh, I can't make it in, Davey. I'm, feeling sick. Oh, Davey, I ate too much fish and chips yesterday, mince pie, all this kind of nonsense. I just wanted to get some guidance from you. Do you think it's wise of me to try to enforce a 24-hour cancellation policy and really enforce that? What do you think, Taryn the Traveling Trainer? Please tell me your thoughts. Thanks.
Okay, David, thank you so much for that question. Very, very interesting question. You kind of caught me off guard here on that one. Wow, I'm probably going to make some other personal trainers out there very angry with my answer here, and I'll get to that in just a second. But very good question. Wow, that's interesting. One of your clients, you had said eating fish and chips and mince pie. They need to watch my video blog from yesterday on eating healthy. But anyway, that's besides the point, going off tangent. Let's get into your question and try to answer it. Well, David, what I'm about to tell you, I'm not going to say that what I do is right or even the correct answer. And technically, by the book, it's probably not. And I'll tell you, first of all, by the book, most of the ACE training and ACSM and YMCA personal trainer manuals will really encourage personal trainers, especially new ones, to enforce and stick to that 24-hour cancellation policy. If you have a 24-hour cancellation policy with your client, they tell you to stick to it. And I'm not going to say they're wrong, okay? I'm going to say what is right and works for me, okay? And that is that when I first meet with new clients, I do have them sign a 24-hour cancellation policy. Do I stick to it? No, not all the time, and here's why, okay? I would rather, for the long term, keeping a client, keep them happy and satisfied with what their value is and what they're getting with me. So I look at the whole totalitarian of their value and my value to them and our working relationship together. Okay, and here's what I mean. Sometimes you'll have a client absolutely have a last-minute emergency and need to cancel, and that is understandable. Sick, I tell my clients, hey, if you're sick, it's better not to work out because you're going to be worse off, and I don't want you getting me sick too, right? However, let me tell you the one time that I do enforce the policy is that when I arrive at a client's house or at a gym to meet with them and I'm already there, that's a done deal. That right there, their charge, that session counts. And the reason is because I have used my time and gas and efforts to actually be at the gym for them. That's a no-brainer. And I've always had 100% of my clients that would agree with me that they don't even question being charged for that session. I would tell you that if you have a client that does and argues with you and disagrees that they shouldn't be charged, after you've made the effort of driving to their house or to their gym to meet with them, then you might want to consider your relationship with that client. That probably wouldn't be a long-term client, and you'd probably want to go ahead and fire the client. I've done that myself, for other various reasons. But now, let's get into the majority of the times when I would not enforce that cancellation. If a client calls me an hour ahead of time, 2 hours ahead of time, does it really mess up my schedule? Not really, not all the time. I'm always out on the road, I'm on the go, and I'm not going to get upset if a client cancels on me and it's before I head out to meet with them, okay? I haven't used my gas at that time. Yeah, did it interfere with a block of time that I could have scheduled someone in? Sure, and that's where the argument comes with probably the other personal trainers watching me right now that would insist, Taryn, you're nuts, you should stick to that 24-hour rule. And my thing is that I have had the longest retention and continuous clients when I give them the ultimate flexibility of that policy. I make them sign a 24-hour policy, but as far as enforcing it, from the majority of the times, especially when they call me with an hour ahead, or even sometimes, right before our sessions, like 30 minutes before I even head out on the road, and they tell me, I'm very lenient, and I think that's what really does great about how I've done, and it speaks volumes of all the clients that I have right now, because they love that flexibility cancellation policy. I even put that on my website on one of the perks of why to train with me. I put in words, just to paraphrase it, I think it says something like flexible cancellation policy. You'll see that right on my website. I want to try and make myself as valuable as a trainer to them. I understand things happen. I've had clients tell me that things come up, and if they're legitimate, good excuses, then hey, I put myself in their shoes. I have a trainer myself, and sometimes I'll have to cancel on him, and if I was to cancel on him at the last, not literally last minute, but in the last hour or 2 hours, I would hope that, he would be cool and understand and work around it or reschedule it. That's another option you have, by the way, David. If you don't want to go with my method and you do want to insist on charging them, I would advise give them some time. Say, okay, well, we had a time scheduled at this slot. I'm going to give you the next 12 hours to make up for this session. Otherwise, you're getting canceled regardless. That'd be my best opinion and advice. I hope that helps out a little bit. And again, I'm going to repeat and reiterate. I'm not saying that mine is the best standard to live by, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing pretty well, and that's worked best for me. And I think I'm going to stick to that until someone proves me wrong or differently, or if I try things in another way. So anyway, hey David, great question. Thanks a lot. Good luck to you as a personal trainer. If you need any more guidance from me, please don't hesitate to contact me. You've got my information. And for those of you who want to call in and ask me a question, please do so. There's a million ways to reach me, folks. Any way to get me through Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, or email, or text me, call me, all that kind of stuff is right at your disposal to do. So thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, my video blogs can be found exclusively on my website. They're all archived there and kept right there in the video blog section at www.GoTarryn.tv. And you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. Please make sure you do that, youtube.com/GoTarryn. Go to my channel and hit the little subscribe button, okay? That way you don't miss out on any of these videos. And all of these video blogs, by the way, are archived there in my YouTube channel as well. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Hey, we made it to the end of the week. Tomorrow is Friday, so I'm going to be traveling. I know that there's going to be other people on the road too, and then the next weekend we've got Memorial Day weekend. So how cool is that? Make sure that you're safe out there, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll try to sneak one more video blog in tomorrow before the weekend. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try, because a lot of you have been insisting and pleading for me to keep these video blogs going. I'm trying my best as frequently as I can, people, but just been really, really busy. So thanks so much for being a devoted GoTarryn video blog watcher. I hope you guys do a great job with your workouts. Keep it up. Remember, with GoTarryn Personal Training, it's like I always tell you, it's your time, your investment, your life, and enjoy the rest of your day, people. All right, take care. Bye.